Hey there, today I figured I'd show you some paracord stuff. I love this. I think this is a Cobra braid, and I love doing these for all sorts of different things. Anytime you need a strap or a handle or something like that. This is my 1 liter water bottle that's very heavy, and I made this years and years ago, and it's great. I have a handle here, I have a handle here, just because, you know, they're didn't come with a good handle, and this has been great. I love that. And then obviously, you know, knives or anything you want a little handle to go with it, that way it goes in your pocket. And then this kind of sticks out of my pocket, so when I need it I can just grab it easily and pull it out. And it also kind of offers a little bit of a counterweight. If you use it a lot, it does start fraying a little bit. You can see a little bit of fraying there. When I also made the survival bracelets. When I wore it as a survival bracelet, it got quite grungy. And then it's hard to really wash the grunge out of it because of the fabric. This one has just been in my pocket, and you can see how much different it is than the brand new one. It kind of gets this, you know, I don't know, grunge and stuff, and then it starts fraying and everything. But well, if you don't know about survival or these paracord, it's basically just a really strong rope, thin rope, and then it's got these 7 individual little cords inside, so you can cut it open and then use these little thingies alone. That gives you even more cordage, or you can use it you know, like this, and then it's just a very, very strong for its diameter, for its size type of thing. But I like it because it's just a really strong and flexible and easy to work with rope that I can then braid into a whole bunch of different things. This is my cane, and I made this when I was going on my trip to Africa, and I wanted a wrist strap for my cane, so that I can actually go like this and have it very secure. And it's cool. I was able to bring this cane with me to my London, Paris, and Africa trip, and it was really handy. I put this on here so I can clip things on it, and some little things I wanted to carry with me. I blinged it out a little bit, and then this is just some extra, and then I wrapped it like this all the way down. So I had some emergency cordage, and I could attach some extra things to my cane that I didn't want to necessarily carry. And then my wrist strap, which I measured just right so that I would be able to do this with it. But yeah, things like that. So so last night I figured I wanted a Rein Extender and stuff like that, so I decided to make ones with 2 loops. So this way, if you wanted to, if you make a long enough loop on one end, it doesn't have to be that long, but I was just making several different ones, then you can actually just, you know, loop it through like this, or you can use those key ring things. You can use carabiners, all sorts of ways to attach it onto things. But here you can just attach to carabiners, and that way it can attach to the reins, attach to your saddle, and then now you have a strap on your saddle. You can use this even as one of those little grab straps, or gear straps, or Rein Extender, or D-ring savers. You know, so there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do with or use for horses. How you're gonna do this, it's really simple. You just buy some paracord. I get mine from Amazon. The only thing when you buy paracord is they do make some cheapo ones that is just plain cotton core. You want to make sure that it's some kind of a some of them are maybe 5-strand center. This is a 7-strand center. So there's all different kinds of cores and stuff like that, and some of them are cheap, yucky cores, and some of them are good quality cores. So you just want to look at the description, make sure that you're getting a good one, or if it doesn't matter to you, then it doesn't matter. But I'm just going to show you. I'm going to do one of these with an open end at the bottom, and like that. And so you decide what length you want it to be. This is going to be the length that it's going to end up being, and then this is going to be a braid. For the braid, you're basically you just want to make it about 5 times the length. So here's the length. So here's 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4, 5. And then I just cut a little bit extra. If you make it 6 times, then you're for sure going to cover from end to end, and maybe have a little extra. If you do 5.5 times, that's about good. And then for me, since I'm going to leave a little bit on the ends, then you know that was good. So I don't know. I don't measure because I have no patience. But then you're going to find the center of your long one, and it does do this where the cord kind of comes out, and then you just need to pull these down, and be careful when you pull this down. You just pull it down to pull the cover back over the center. Be careful when you do that, because it doesn't take much for that to just burn. Okay, so then you set your, just set it like this. And some people have a little thing that they rig up so that this holds it tight. I don't. Like I said, I'm not fancy. But just get it like this. So when you first start, you're just going to make a C with the tail over. Okay? And I'm just holding this as a start. So just make a loop over. And then this tail, you're going to go over it, under everything, and come back out of this C that you just made, or this loop that you just made, and then just tighten this up. And then I'm going to adjust this. I don't need that loop that big. I'm going to make it just there. So then one side you have a bump. That side is where you're now going to make the C. So you're now making the C on this side. This tail is going to go over, under everything, and back through that loop you made. And then just tighten that up. So now the bump is on this side. Go make your C, over this tail, under everything, and back up through the tail. Now the bumps on this side, you're going to go over, make your C, go over, under everything, and through the tail. And you can make it as tight or as loose as you want. The tighter you make it, then the stiffer it's going to be. The looser you make it, obviously, it's going to be a lot more bendy. I just make it tight because it kind of loosens up a little bit later on, but I mean, not really. So, but no matter how tight it is, it's still going to have a good amount of bend to it. Okay. So there's your bump. You go over, make your C, go over that tail, go back under everything, and then go through the loop. See, you just keep doing that. And that's very, very simple. Very easy to do. And then there's a whole bunch of different kinds of braids you can do, and I just taught myself watching YouTube. So you know, you can definitely watch YouTube, and some people have different techniques and different tips and stuff, and so you can definitely watch those and learn some more. But I just learned this one, and then I just stuck with this one because I like this one the best, and that's all I need. This is a little weird doing it on camera. So you just switch back and forth from each side. There you go. And then you just cut off the excess. So have a pair of scissors, and then I burn the tips. Cut off the excess and burn the tips down, and you're all set. You got this little loop, and you can, like I said, you can, you know, do whatever you want. You can have another loop here or whatever. So this is the end product, and here's where I burnt the tip down. And this just like that. It doesn't need to be burnt down too much because it stays. This stays really well just like that. And see how nice and flexible this is, because this has been broken in. This is a brand new one I just made last night. Oh, it's still flexible, but it's not quite as uniform as this one. This has become a really uniform, nice piece. But I've been wearing this for a long time. So there you go. Hope this helps anybody. If there's any questions, just let me know and I can try and help you out. These come in all different colors and everything, so they're great to work with. And it's just really handy to be able to make a bunch of different stuff, you know. So there you go. Have a nice day. Bye.